Welcome back to Fat Butcher Rips. I am back to actually ripping something. I've had a couple of PSA videos and decided to get into a little bit of older stuff here. This is 2007, 2008 Series 1 blaster with the oversized Young Gun and 8 packs inside. Should get a couple of Young Guns. I am looking first and foremost for my guy Patrick Kane. Would love to pull him out of this. Carey Price, current Blackhawks captain, Nick Foligno, maybe a little bit less, but honestly, I wouldn't be too upset with it. And there's a handful of other guys that are, decent. Nothing crazy. The true chases are Carey Price and Kane for sure. On top of this, hang around at the end for those of you who watched my Mary Cupmas video not that long ago. It had a redemption for a full uncut sheet of the Cup base set, and Upper Deck got to work quick and has delivered it. I am going to have hopefully a frame to put it in here, and I will toss it in at the end here so you can check it out and see what that redemption led to. So, without further ado, let's see if we can find Patrick Kane. All right, by the looks of it, in 2007, 2008, the oversized Young Guns were just kind of loose and free, similar to this year. I know I think it was McDavid's rookie year, they were at least in a wrapper of some sort. The oversized don't hold a ton of value, so I might as well check that out to start. And all right, Bobby Ryan, oversized Young Gun. Certainly could be a lot worse. Don't mind it. So I have one of like these kind of things. These are certainly oversized. I think they're made for postcards, but if you ever have the need to sleeve up an oversized Young Gun, you could do worse. This works decent. Obviously, there's still a lot of room to play with here, but it gets the job done. So Bobby Ryan on the oversized. Not what we're here for. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs are kind of the show. This one feels a little thicker. There are certainly some jersey mem cards that could be in here. Let's see what the opening experience is. In the retail, it's not unusual in these older sets to be able to dig up a memorabilia. I'm not super familiar with this year's design. This honestly was in kind of a stretch where I had 3 little kids. Card opening, not on the table. Like it was every scrap we could get to keep things going. So this is kind of new to me this year, which is a bummer because obviously I would have loved to have been getting into cards, opening into cards at least in a year where Series 1 is Kane, Series 2 is Taves. This would have been right up my alley, but better late than never. All right, here we go. Vincent Lecavalier, Lee Stepniak, Dustin Brown, Phil Kessel. Man, some of these older names I actually really love. Ryan Getzlaff, love that one. Yuri Hudler, Vaclav Prospal, and Chris Higgins. It's a pretty bare bones design, to be honest. The back's not super dynamic either, which, okay, fine. And it's a little bit, I would say a little bit interesting because I think the Young Gun design is actually really strong. I've not opened it, and I haven't pulled their Young Guns, but I've seen them, and they look nice. One of the stronger designs in the 24-25 Young Guns renewed so far. Marcel Hossa, not to be confused with his guy Marian Hossa. Let's see, Gilbert Brulé, Marc-Andre Bergeron, Alex Tanguay, getting down and dirty. Ed Jovanowski, man, there's a name I have not said Ed Jovanowski in a long time, but That dude was a beast. Shea Weber, BJ Umberger, and hometown heroes Marty Turco. Okay, so inserts are in the back, I guess, which I don't love necessarily, and hopefully Young Guns aren't in the back either. It's much more likely, I guess it's not a base card, much more likely that we're going to get some nicks and dings going on. Oh, Young Guns are in the back. I didn't see who it was, but I saw I had one. That's a bummer. Cool little checklist card with the Red Wings. Not that I love the Red Wings, but yeah, not a bad looking card. Rene Bourque from my Blackhawks. Chris Phillips, Patrick Eliash, Rick DiPietro, another name from the past, solid goalie from back in the day. Patrick O'Sullivan, Rodislav Oles, don't remember him. And our Young Guns is Tobias Enstrom. Okay. That's at least a guy that I've heard of. Again, my focus was on changing diapers and paying rent and whatever else back in the day. But I've at least got some awareness of Tobias Enstrom, so I'll say that's solid. That is solid. Certainly not one of the two big guys you're looking for, but I don't think we're going to get one of the two big guys we're looking for. So let's be really happy with what we can get. Do not love the fact that these are on the backs of the packs. That is not cool. I'm glad they've figured out that sticking the best card in the very back where it's going to get a ding is a problem. I'm thinking to the box I opened with Austin Matthews rookie, and the fronts and backs were like, at a steeple at the top. It was tough. So luckily, the Young Guns were in the middle on that. Bobby Holik, Eric Christensen, Marek Vatos. Okay, don't know him very well. Jay Pandolfo, another checklist with a lot of Penguins. Decent. Marian Hossa. It's the Hossa family picnic today. Yeah, this is pre-Blackhawks championship days. Marian Hossa with the Thrashers, man. Thrashers didn't work out real well in Atlanta. Now that I've moved down the Atlanta area, I actually wish we had a team just so I could see other teams, if nothing else. Peter Budaj and Paul Martin. This is growing on me. It's a very basic design. There's nothing crazy about it. I think there's a Young Gun on the back of this, so we're just going to chill on that one. But I do like the kind of clean. I'm a fan of clean designs. Something that came out in the last week or two, actually last couple days, Synergy. Last year of Synergy, thankfully. Just not a fan. It's just way too crazy and busy. There's no consistency, or it is not my jam. So I didn't open any of it. I'll talk in one of my next couple of videos, talk about what the plans are for what I will be opening, because I just can't justify between like a Black Diamond or everyone's getting a great look at Brendan Witt and his Powerpuff cheeks, but I can't justify buying something like a Black Diamond or a Parkhurst or Synergy, even to take a look at it, because I just know I have no love for it. I've got no desire to open any of it or own any of it at any point in my life. So I'll be a little bit choosier. There's a lot of guys who open a little bit of everything, and that's cool. And I think it helps the community a lot, and I'm glad they do it. But right now, where I'm at, if I don't enjoy it at all, I just can't bring myself to get into it. So with that, Brendan Witt, continue to move it on. Thomas Vanek, Mark Denny, Zbigniew Michalek, Rafe Torres, Cam Barker with the Hawks, and let's see, who do we got here? Is that, yeah, Chris Kunitz. I thought that's who it was. Man, oh man. And JP Dumont. These are actually really fun to look through now that, it looks like we have another. Okay, so we might have 3 Young Guns. Beating the odds. I think we were only supposed to get 2. So, all right. Sergei Gonchar, Anze Kopitar, early Anze Kopitar. Man, he looks young with the Purple Kings outfit. Nicely done. Patrick Sharp, Really like that one. Jason Williams, Sharpie, big part of all the Hawks titles. Evgeny Nabokov, Wayne Primo, Miroslav Satan, and Chris Russell. Not a guy I'm familiar with. Not certainly one of the guys I targeted out of here in any way, but it is a young gun, and it's an old young gun, so can't be too upset about it. Take a young gun when we can get them. So, Chris Russell, glad to have you. All right, Marek Malik. All right, Ilya Brizgalov. Boy, I remember him a little bit. Shane Doan. Oof. Fernando Pisani. Okay. Oh, it was a thick one. I forgot that it was thick, and I had put it aside. Chris Higgins, game jersey from the Canadiens. Pretty cool. I really liked it that they used to have these little jersey cards, and the ironic part is these swatches of jersey, which admittedly pretty small, are actually quite a bit larger than what you find in some of the quote-unquote hit products, let alone the fact that it's a real game jersey versus manufactured or just like in the same area code as the player, and then it counts. So Alexei Zhitnik, Rick Nash, Alex Kovalev, and Kim Johnson. All right, let's go ahead and throw this bad boy into something just so the Chris Higgins doesn't get a little beat up on our watch. That would be such a shame. Let's see if I've got something a little bit bigger than my. Yeah, that works. It's a little. I think that's like 100 point or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Anyone who saw me struggle with the cup stuff understands. Dog hair. Anyone who saw me struggle with the cup stuff understands sizing top loaders, not my strong suit. All right, here we go. Last pack. I think there's a Young Guns. I'm going to be bummed if it's something different just because I saved it for no good reason. Steve Bernier, Corey Stillman, Matt Cook, Trent Hunter, Michael Telquist. All right. Michael Roosevelt, Mike Fisher, and it is not a Young Gun. It is an NHL's best of, hey, Alexander Ovechkin. I like that card. I like that card a lot, actually. That's pretty cool. Sure, would I rather a Carey Price or Patrick Kane? Of course. But relatively early Alexander Ovechkin insert that I've not seen before. Sign me up. I'll take that every time. So, certainly not, a huge moneymaker by any stretch, but if I had hit the Kane, that thing wasn't getting sold anyways, so I wasn't going to make any money on this either way. Super enjoyable. I actually really enjoyed this a lot. So in one blaster box, we got the oversized, got the oversized Bobby Ryan. We got a UD game jersey for Chris Higgins. We got Tobias Enstrom with the Thrashers, I think that is, right? Yeah, I think it is. Atlanta Thrashers, Tobias Enstrom. I'm not familiar with Russell here, Chris Russell, but that could just be me. Got the Ovi, and we got a Hometown Heroes of Marty Turco, which, give or take, it's fine. Kind of to be expected. It's kind of what I was thinking was going to come out of there. A nice little stack of base of guys I haven't seen in a long time, if at all. So that's a big win. So please stick around. I will have a quick reveal of my cup sheet redemption that finally came in. And appreciate everybody spending the time. All right, we're going to try something a little different for this. So for those of you who saw my Merry Cupmas video, you'll remember the cup base set redemption, which I turned into Upper Deck, and give them a lot of credit. It said 16 to 20 weeks, and sure enough, within a couple of weeks, the redemption has arrived. Super happy with it. I think it looks great. I think it's a super cool thing to get out of the cup. We've got my guys. Sorry for the shadows. We're on the we're moving remote today around the basement. We got my guy Kane. I mean Taves, and then my guy Kane is is down here as well. McDavid down at the bottom, somewhere around in here. But just overall, really cool looking sheet from the Cup. Really happy with it, and you'll likely see this in the background of some videos here in the near future. Once I get it in a position where it's it's steady enough that that it can be left on its own. This frame is a little wobbly so far. We're gonna look to brace it up, but just wanted to share that. Super happy with it, and yeah, so this is what a uncut sheet of the Cup base set looks like. So with that, thanks everyone for checking it out and hanging in, and I will catch you next time.